Hello, I am Tina Edmonds and this is Art History 1. So we're going to go from the Stone Age and the Paleolithic era all the way up to the early Renaissance. And I want to show you how to navigate through the course. So let me just put myself out of the way up here. This is where this video is going to go, so that will change. The first thing you want to do, and I have the course set up to this, is go to the Getting Started folder. So if you click around, you just click back onto Getting Started. And if you scroll down through, you can see that this is my information. If you want to call me, you can. However, if I'm not sure who it is, I might not answer. So you might want to text me first if you would like to call, and I'd be happy to talk to you anytime. For you guys, it's 4:30 to 7. For me, it's 5:30 to 8, and that is my Florida time. So I'm in Florida, so I can't meet you in person, sadly. But I can meet you via video call, like FaceTime or Duo or Blackboard Collaborate, those types of things. And this is my number for texting. Texting is the fastest way to reach me always, and you can always email me as well. Okay, so you are responsible for knowing about all of these things in this Getting Started folder. So let's take a look at the syllabus. So the syllabus, has all of the basic information about the course, has my information, my supervisor's information, and, all these kind of things that we are required to have. So these are our course objectives. And an outline of topics. And important stuff, this is what you'll be graded on. So your discussion board posts are really important. Your quizzes, and those are usually, as easy as I could make them, 5 questions per chapter. So you would want to watch the lecture, read the text, and then take the quiz. It's open book, open notes, so if you want to jot things down, that will really help you in this course. The midterm and final, those are written papers for us. They're like essays, and we'll talk about that a lot more. But we are doing those papers in lieu of a midterm and a final exam, because this is This is an art-related course, so it's better for you to have something that you can take away. I want you to go from this course, go forward with college-level writing, and this is how we do it. As far as your textbook, it is Gardner's Art Through the Ages, Global History. We are going to be accessing that text in MindTap. Which is a product of Cengage, and there's going to be a whole lot more information about that in Getting Started. Okay, so that's our syllabus. And if we go back, we've got the next thing down is the assignment calendar. And this is something that you really might want to print out because it shows you what's due each week. This class being a mini is a super fast version of a course. It's great because you can finish a 16-week course in 8 weeks. However, that means that we're working double time. So, you might be like, oh my gosh, I have all this due this 1 week. Yes, you do. It's just, it's the way the course is set up. So, let's see if I can just zoom in a little bit. So, for my own benefit, so Unit 1 will have a unit checklist, and that'll be in your coursework, and I'll show you that in a minute. You've got to watch this lecture, you've got a discussion board post to introduce yourself by Wednesday. So that's very important. And then you've got to go into Cengage and purchase our book. And you're going to read What is Art History and take the quiz. It's a practice quiz, so it's really easy. And then Unit 2 won't be due till next week. So let's go back and, oh, by the way, if we scroll down, so you'll have your midterm paper due on the 25th. And your final paper due on the 14th. And note that this is a Friday. So our final week of class will be a short week. It will be a 5-day week. We can't wait till Sunday because Sunday course is over. I'm already teaching another course. So if you've chosen to do Art History 2, then I will be greeting you at that point. Okay, so let's go back to getting started. Late work. This is really important. So the expectation is to turn in your assignments every week by Sunday at midnight. Pretty easy. It's easy to remember. You know, everything's due by Sunday. If you've got weekend plans, you know, just get it done earlier in the week. It's not too terrible. But if you turned it in late, past Sunday at midnight, then 1 to 7 days late is going to give you a deduction of 10 points. So that's a full letter grade. So, you know, you're going to go from a 100% to a 90%, which is still an A. And then the following week it would be 80%. And that's the highest amount you could possibly earn if you did amazing work. So honestly, we really don't want to mess around with late work because that can get so distressing. Okay, and then this is a video about getting started with MindTap, which is our text, and how to register for MindTap. This is our ebook access once you've gone into MindTap and Cengage and set up an account. By the way, you're going to get a 7-day free trial, and then it will prompt you to purchase. So it's really not too bad. It's cheaper than your average textbook. You absolutely need MindTap and Cengage because that's where we take all the quizzes. So 20% of your grade is the quizzes, your overall grade, but you must read the text in order to do well on the quizzes. You must have the text in order to answer the questions that you have each week in your coursework. So it's, you know, it's not an option. It's something that you must get. Okay, and this is for Blackboard. If you need your browser checker, make sure you have everything there. You can get it for mobile devices. I threw this in because this is my family. If you want to know more about me, not required. Okay, so after getting started, you're going to want to head to coursework. And things are running a little bit late right now because everybody is starting their course. So it's going to take a second. You just have to be patient. This is basically what I just said about turning your coursework in on time each week, how to get an A. And then we've just got Unit 1 available. I don't like to throw everything at you at the beginning because it can be stressful. And the last thing I want to do is stress you out. So I give you a little chunk at a time. So each week you'll have a unit that shows up here in coursework. And let's take a look at Unit 1. Okay, each week I also give you a checklist. And a video where I just, check in with everybody, make sure everybody's doing okay. So you might want to print this out as well, and I made it for that purpose so that you could check off each thing when you completed it on the list. So getting ready, got to purchase that textbook, you've got to read and watch everything in the Getting Ready folder, and then use the link in the Getting Ready folder to go to Cengage MindTap to access your ebook. And you've got to read that. What is art history? Okay, go to the discussion board, day 1 assignment, click on the assignment, create a thread, and I'll show you that in just a moment. And this is just an introduction. However, it is very important that you complete it by Wednesday. It's super easy, so it just shows that you want to remain in the course. If you haven't completed it by Wednesday at midnight, then you will automatically be dropped from the course for lack of interest. So make sure you get that done, and it's an easy 100 points. Okay, discussion board. You will also have an assignment where this video, you're going to be answering questions from this video. So just make sure you use complete sentences. We're going to be expected to write at the college level at all times in the discussion board and in our papers, because that's a huge deal for me. And then we've got a 5-question quiz, which is open book, no time limit, and that is in Cengage MindTap. And I will show you that as well. Okay, back to the course. Okay, so we finished Unit 1. I mean, we talked about it anyway. So notice there's discussions and discussion board. I just want you to keep in mind that our discussion assignments are our discussion board, and I will often refer to them as the DB assignments. So discussions will get you there faster. Discussion board just reminds you that that's what it's called. And it's just one step further. Okay, so discussions. We're going to spend a lot of time in discussions. Okay, day 1. Okay, notice that one's due by Wednesday. Okay, let's take a look at that. Like I said, it's operating very slowly. Okay, so if you see my post here about this assignment, I put in the same thing that is in the assignment that you saw previously. It shows that you want to stay in the course, you don't want to be withdrawn, introduce yourself, and then I have my example. I would love to see a picture of you, and that's easy to do. If you want to try and, I think you have to just right-click on the picture to create your avatar, and you can add a picture that way, or you could just, let's see, I'll show you. If you click reply, then it shows you how to reply to someone else. And then this is the full amount of options here. The plus is how you can add a picture. So you can attach a picture to your introduction. Okay, so I left you a thorough example there. And if you want to share your social media, including maybe you have a website, we'd love to see that. I put mine on there, and mine is photography because that's my jam. Okay, so I'm going to cancel that. And what you guys are going to do, read the example, but when you're ready to do your own thing, you're going to click Create Thread. So Create Thread, subject can just be your name or introduction, whatever you want to write in there. And then you can type it up in here and add your picture, or you can type it up in like a Word document or some kind of Word formatting program that you have on your computer that's free, and copy and paste it. And I only say that because sometimes it just tends to time out, and then you just get so aggravated. And so to save your sanity, I would type it into another program or your notes or whatever, copy and paste, and you can attach a file and then submit. Okay, so that's discussions. Let's go back. And I believe I also have an additional assignment in discussions for this week. Slow going. It'll get better. It's just everyone is working at the same time. You know how that goes. Whee! Alrighty. So yes, this is the other assignment that you'll need to do by the end of the week, by Sunday. So this is your Sunday assignment this week for Unit 1. And it says, watch my intro video in the Getting Started folder and answer the following. So simple, easy questions. This one I'm going to provide for you just in case you haven't been able to get into the free trial. But if you get into the free trial, it's way more fun to read it out of the text. So you would just click on the blue highlighted assignment and then create thread. Super simple. And I put Unit 2 up there for you just so you could see what's coming. And like I said, each week we're going to have a lot to do. That's why I like to have a checklist for you so that you can stay on top of this course. Okay. Other things that you might be interested in over here, the home page. This is just about assignments you have due. You can see where I have announcements made, which there's no so far. Anything that's past due, that kind of thing. In your grades, you're going to be going to My Grades. And then this will show the scores that you've received for each assignment so far. So for example, our day 1 assignment, you would see a score here. Your attendance, you are expected to attend the course at least 1 day per week. My suggestion is not to wait till Sunday to get everything done, because there's so much. You don't want to spend your entire Sunday reading and watching lectures and doing quizzes and writing your discussion board post. That's going to get old real quick, and you want to have your Sunday. So I recommend try to pretend that you're attending the class. 45 minutes a day or an hour and a half every other day. And that's what it's going to take. That's what it would be if you were taking the course in person. So your Unit 1 discussion, Unit 2, all that's correct. And your quizzes in Cengage are all correct. However, following that, the due dates are incorrect, so I will have to update that, and I do that each week. Make sure everything is current. Okay, so that's my grades. Blackboard Collaborate is kind of like an interactive space where we could meet. However, I don't find that it's very reliable. It seems to I mean, it works okay. Maybe it's working better this year. I don't know, hopefully. So we can create a meeting within Collaborate Ultra. But if it's easier for you, we can do a Zoom meeting. You know, I know all about Zoom. Maybe that's so 2020. Or FaceTime or Google Duo. So you can create a session in here and schedule it, and then hopefully you're going to text me and let me know that you've done so. And I can do that as well, but I because it's an online course and it's at your own pace, I kind of hate to force everyone to attend a meeting at the same time. It just seems like everyone's so busy, and then I get 2 people, and you know, it's nice to talk, but I don't rely on that. Okay, course mail. Next on our list, next tab. So this is where you can write an email to me within the course. You can also write to your course mates, and it shows you all the different options here. And submissions. Submissions will be where we are submitting our midterm and final. This is not available to you right yet because it's not updated. And there'll be a lot more information about that in your coursework. Okay, help is just this page where you can go, and if you're having issues with Blackboard, you can ask questions. But it's probably faster for you to just text me, to be honest. You don't want to end up with tons of extra work. But it's there for you if you need it. Okay, so I just want to show you real quick student preview. So you see how your view is going to be a lot less complicated than mine. So your tabs or your course tools over here are going to be a lot less. Everything's going to be tailored to you as a student, and you won't see any of that mess that I have to clean up. Okay, so let's see, I gotta get out of there. Okay, so let me just tell you a couple more things. One thing is, I think that I've mentioned, I'm in Florida. I have a full-time job as an art teacher at an elementary school right now. I have taught K through 12 and of course college, but I love my little ones and they are so precious to me, and as long as they remain precious to me, I have to, you know, stay in touch with them. So I do teach in person, and I have kind of a crazy schedule. So texting me is the fastest way to reach me. For you guys, after 4:30, between 4:30 and 7, anytime. And I will, if you want to text me at another time, you know, a question comes up, that's when I'll get back to you, unless I'm on like my lunch break. Okay, well, I think that's everything. And I hope that we all have a wonderful mini course, and that you guys don't find it too stressful. We will get it all done, of course, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye-bye.